YouTube, here with you on this Sunday. Just kind of looking around here on this old piston cylinder, whatever it is. This is the bad one. I've got a new one in place I'm sitting on, and it is much better. I go down very little bit. And this is trash, basically. I was thinking about taking and flattening off a little spot here and trying to drill through it and putting a bolt through it. That might work. I mean it would work, but it was just, I don't know how hard this stuff is here. I tried to drill it without flattening it out. I don't know if I could punch that or not, but it wants to roll on everything else. So that's for a later project. I'm not going to worry about that right now. The took some advice. Actually, I had the same idea when I was watching this video back on this tube tester. Jim Cotis suggested taking one of these and attaching it to this, and I think that's what I'm going to do. It will keep it up off the as you can see here, because this is going to be the bottom in the cabinet, you know, so it's not going to want to go that way. It's going to want to go this way, but like I said, it will keep it up away from the tube sockets, and I feel a lot better about that. The screw I found is a little bit long, but that's not going to hurt a thing. And I think it's pretty good over here. I think I got plenty to connect to either spot. So I think that'll work pretty darn good myself. This is not the right nut though. This is the one that was on there, but it kind of fits, but yet it's just a little bit loose. I don't know, I may go ahead and use it for now and then try to find the right one. Just trying to see the old one, wherever it went to. This new chair is much better as far as going down, but it doesn't want to roll like the old one did. So I have a little problem moving around, but it's not impossible. Oh, I'm looking all over for this. There it is. Okay, I want to take this off of here. I think that's just, I don't know. It's awfully close. I think I have a nut for this that actually fits that. I bought a bunch of nuts and stuff and everything to fix that. Not this, but something else. And let me see if I can find that before I strip the threads on this. And I'll bring it back. Alright, well, I'm back again. I have the, I didn't find the screw where I thought it, or the nut where I thought I would. In fact, I haven't found it at all. But I am not giving up there. I have more places to look. So, in the meantime, a couple of things I want to address here. One was for Jack, Vintage Electronics Geek. I think you can see that Sony little AM/FM portable radio. I think he was asking about. It's a ICF-200W. I don't know if you can see that in there, but anyway, I can. ICF-200W. If you're interested in that, Jack, that's what it is. I think that's the one you were talking about. Not really sure. Made a boo-boo on this order here. I bought LM3 or 558s when I should, I think, bought LM358. I think that's what I was wanting. These are, I think, like a dual timer or something. But anyway, this is not what I wanted. It's not a big deal. I'll buy the other ones and get those in and get that taken care of. Now I'm back off to find the nut, the missing nut. And I have more than one. I had them. They were used to. I attach my old camera boom up at the top to the top shelf of the workbench, and that's where they were at. And then I took all that apart, and I know I saved those screws and nuts, but where, I'm not totally sure. So let me get off here and see if I can find those, and I may bring you back. Alright, here with you on this Monday. Just getting this thing ready to accept the new wire. Got the old stuff out, and it doesn't look too bad. The new wire's got a coating on it. This is used for a space heater, so I think let's find there it is. I got most of it off using the knife and just scraping. It's copper now, so I think it'll be fine. I'm hoping I can get that through that opening on that switch and make it a little easier. What I'd like to do is bring it in this way and have it come on this side of the thing, but I don't know if I'm going to get to do that or not. It's pretty stiff wire to work with. So let me zoom out a little bit here, see what I'm doing a little bit better. Let's see, twist the wire again. It won't stay that way, but see, that's what I want to do right there. Put that through that hole if I can get it through there, but I don't know if I can get that through there. That's pretty thick wire. I'm gonna have to get off here, and that's what I'm trying to do anyway. You can see it. I need to get my light in there and everything, so I'll bring you back when I have it done. Alright, there we have the finished product. It's not like I wanted it, but it is in there. It's good and solid. I basically used a piece of wire like this, I don't know if you can see that, to wrap around the cord itself, and then slip that through the opening on the switch. And it's solidly soldered in there, so it will be a good connection. I'm hoping this one over here is maybe a little bit bigger. I can get that through. I could not get that wire through there, so we'll work on this one a little bit and bring you back. Alright, there we have the finished product on the power wire, or cord, whatever you want to call it. This is the last connection. Now this one was large enough where I could get the whole wire down through there and wrap it around, and that's what I did. I put a lot of heat on that to get that melted, so I think it's got a good connection. So that will do that. Now the next step will be, once I find this nut that I've been looking for all over the place, is to get this back in where it goes. This actually goes this way. If I can get it back over there where it's supposed to be. Well, anyway, there it goes. That's the way it goes, like that. That's what it'll look like after it's done. And that should allow us plenty of give us a nice thing over here, where you can see it comes up and around like this. I don't think it'll be nowhere near the sockets. That way everything will be out of the way, and I think this is up enough to where, you know, it's not going to be any way. I don't think it'll hit the bottom of the case. If it does, if it just presses down on it, it ain't going to hurt anything. So that's pretty much how it's going to be once I find a nut. That's the thing that holds up the whole operation, is one nut, and probably that's all I've got of those is one. So that radio keeps going up higher or something. But anyway, that's what I have done so far. Some of the things, other things I've been going on here with is the server project, and I don't have it up where you can see it, but trust me, it does work now. I have found a way of mounting the hard drives to where they can be seen, at least on this computer in here. Now the one in the living room, the laptop, There is a problem with that, and there's always been a problem with that, but I have been able to make it work in the past, and so far I have not gotten lucky like that with this one. So until I do, it won't be totally fixed, obviously, but I did brick it again last night and had to use the DVD to undo the problem I made. I don't know exactly what I'm doing wrong, because I thought I had it just exactly like it should be in the examples that I've seen, but didn't work. So let's see, let's get off this wide shot. I want to go over here and take a look. Hang on a second. What you see there is the Syncor, and I'm going to turn it on, and if I hit it on battery check, that battery is deader than a doornail. I left this on the other day. I don't know if you remember me messing with it when I was trying to use it for that measurement on the AC, and so the battery is dead. Now I don't like the fact that it is battery operated. The reason being is because I've got it set up on this whole bench now where I can turn one switch off and everything goes off because it's plugged in. Also, I don't know if you notice that, but that's nice and secure. Still hasn't been messed with. So, but anyway, I'm gonna make a battery eliminator for that. I think get a little 9-volt voltage regulator and set up a little power supply for it. I just think it would be a better system to have, because I'm probably going to use that meter a lot more. So now the C-cell battery that's in there for the ohms does not come into use at all unless it's set to ohms, and that would be right where it's at now. But like I said, those things will stay forever, because until there's until the probes are touched together, there's no drain on that battery. So anywho, that's the way I'm going to do that, I think. So stay tuned for that little project when it comes up. Alright, on the tube tester, like I said, the only thing I have left to do is get this done, and I still want to, I'd like to get this off and replace that plastic while I've got it apart. There's no sense in making 2 or 3 trips inside and out of this thing. So I want to get this off and get that. I'd like to have a roll chart that would with the new data on it. That would be great. But like I said, until I can find something like that, which I probably never will, I'll just make do with what I got. But I don't use the roll chart anyway. I always use the book. So that's that. And I do have to calibrate it. I haven't checked that calibration procedure, but I did look at it one time before, and it's basically just applying a certain voltage, 117 volts or whatever it is, to the unit, have the meter in the middle, and adjust the calibration until you can put this control for the line adjust in the middle of its travel, and it should zero the meter. So that's basically all that is, and it's really not a big deal, but because basically this, just line adjust does the same thing. So anywho, that's all that is about that. So I'm gonna get off here and get something done. Also on these, I thought I had bought the wrong ones because I marked these LM558s. These are actually LM358s. I hope. I haven't actually got one out and looked at it and compared it really good, but I think that's what these are. It's supposed to be. That's what I ordered, and that's what they supposedly sent. I don't know why I put 558. I must have just been thinking wrong. I think wrong sometimes. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I do appreciate you watching, and as always, we will see you.
That's all, folks.